Thank you for joining me on the IKC Communities show. IKC Communities is an initiative of India Kitchen Congress, where change makers of the kitchen and cabinet industry meet.
I'm also glad to meet you. Dipakji, thank you for inviting me for this wonderful show of yours.
You would have a very deep understanding of the India kitchen industry. You've been one of the earliest component suppliers to the industry with your Crystal and Evershine brand of hardware fittings and kitchen accessories and furniture components. And after you launched the Arancia Kuchen brand, I think in 2015, you have grown the franchise to 60 outlets. And if I'm not wrong, 5 of them are in Nepal within a span of, say, 7-8 years. You have emerged as one of the largest kitchen retailers in the country.
Yes, we are trying to deliver our best product, and there was a vacuum in modular kitchen industries. Either it was on a kitchen assemblers, those who are buying the components and hardware from different brands, and they are selling under multi-branded products, which was sold under XYZ local names. So there was a vacuum in terms of imported brands, and there was no Indian brands. So we bring in Arancia Kuchen in 2015 as a complete, fully branded modular kitchen, which is manufactured by us and delivered to our franchisee with the full customized option as per the Indian custom client requirements.
How is the demand for modern kitchens shaping up in the country? What are the trends that you are seeing with respect to customers' preferences in big and small cities?
The demand for modular kitchen are increasing day by day, as these kitchens are ergonomically designed very well and it takes care of need of the actual users requirement. In metro cities, the pastel colors and this kind of new trends are moving very fast. And there is an increasing trend of matte finish, which is now there's new trend compared to the glossy. So some time ago, glossy was a benchmark for each and every kitchen finishes, surface finishes, but now matte is growing. And again, the fluted designs is a global trend. So we bring in that fluted designs in our panels as well. And cane designing also cane, which was used few years back. Now cane is a new trend into furniture kitchen doors. So bring in the cane material kitchen doors. So again, the fluted is in not just in the wood, it's also in the glass. So we also have a fluted glass range, very much in demand, and it is available with us. Tier 1 and Tier 2 city has also started accepting these trends as well.
But do you see any difference in the preferences between the big cities and the small?
Frankly speaking, not much, because nowadays digital world is open to everyone. Everybody is having access to the different design platforms like Pinterest or Instagram. So the world is become very small, and specifically when it is concerned to design and color, they have a very common choices in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities.
But how sensitive are the customers to the total price of the kitchen? Are they willing to stretch their budgets to in order to buy more stylish or more technology driven kitchens?
In a way, yes. And every individual can buy his or her own home at an average age of 35 to 45 years. So there is a common buying age for home buying. So as an individual, when buy the kitchen once in a lifetime only, like the house. So if it is he's lucky, then he can buy the second home. That may be the nuclear double earning families. But the second kitchen is very less compared to the one-time kitchens. So when they are ready to spend a considerable amount on buying a kitchens, we have seen that the entire family is involved in the entire process of buying a kitchen or making a kitchen. So the process is around takes 2-3 months because once they have a layout, they come to the kitchen showroom. When there is the building is not existing or under the construction, then they keep on coming 2-3 times. They comes with the family. They spend 2-3 hours with our designers, go through the entire range. Then they again sometimes they come up with their own inputs of or their own or their interior design architects inputs. So yes, buying decision is a very family making decision. Every kids, women's, they're all involved. We also seen that the customer are ready to stay their budget around 25 to 35% in terms of budget after they're seeing then evaluating entire range. So yes, if the customer budget is a 5 lakh, then the good designer and a good salesman and with a good product can stretch their budget up to 6.5 to 7 lakhs rupees very easily.
Appliances have also emerged as a very important component of the kitchen in terms of the proportion of the total cost and also due to the functionality. So what are the preferences regarding appliances?
Nowadays, people there is a greater demand for kitchen appliances. There are the reason of change of the food habits, ready-made the European foods like pizza, burger, sandwich, other healthy food conscious people. They are spending much on ovens, good kind of micro ovens, cooking ovens, and as people are very busy in their day-to-day life, so they don't have as much time for cooking as traditional home they spend or cutting, cooking, and making preparation. So they prefer to have the good appliances who can deliver the healthy food to them. And there are so many options are nowadays coming in the market. And what we have seen in our kitchens, people are buying coffee makers, people are buying ovens, people are buying micro oven, and sometimes in one kitchen they buy two ovens, which is very rare in Indian cooking that few years back. And there are good brands like Hefle, Smeg, Miele, Siemens, Bosch. They are giving the very good quality appliances with as per international standard with the good after sales service, and which makes again kitchen very functional and very modern. So the inbuilt fridges are available nowadays. Good size of fridge is available. So yes, people are willingly spending money on appliances.
Is there a correlation between the total price of the kitchen and the share of appliances?
Yes, appliances makes kitchen more pricey because if you see chimney starts from 10,000 to 1.2 lakh to 5 lakhs rupees with the same functionality. And if you say fridge, the freestanding fridge starts from 40,000 to 50, 60, 70,000, whereas in inbuilt fridge starts from lakhs and onwards. So definitely, yes, this increases the value of the kitchen. Same applies in the ovens and micro ovens, coffee makers.
If the price bracket of the kitchen is higher, then appliances will take up a major portion of the total budget.
Appliances and hardware inside, functional hardware. So both play a bigger role. It's not about the size of the kitchen, it's about the what you use inside the kitchen.
Who are the key influencers in the decision-making process? Does the customer know what she wants, or does she depend upon other sources for advice?
Frankly speaking, the lady is the boss of the home everywhere, but in this case, it is a complete family decision. And nowadays, architect, interior designers also consider modular kitchen as a specialty service product because each and every kitchen itself is a different designs and requirements, size, functionality. So yes, architect, interior designer, they also play a vital role on this. And as a complete family, they bring in, come to our family, they come to us in our showroom with a complete family. They sit, they discuss, they come up with their own ideas. There are architects, interior design also involved. And also we provide our customer a 3D renders images, which is close to 99% of what actual kitchen is going to be installed. So it is more convincing to deciding that factor in terms of color, layout, placement.
In this whole process of designing the kitchen and advising on the specifications and all, do you see there is a need for a specialist kitchen designer?
Exactly, yes. Because kitchen designer is not just a designer. We understand our designer at each and every showroom. They understand the requirement of the family first, more than the size. And they understand the size of the family, the age group of the family, whether there are elder people, how many younger people, or teenager, because teenager food habit is different than the elder people. So yes, good designer is very much play a very important role into making any kitchen which is appealing to the customer, because customers comes with a not full knowledge. I would say they come with a half knowledge, which is gathered from different inputs, different uh, inputs they are getting from advertisements or some brands or some internet or some relatives kitchens. But we need to make it complete kitchen for their home, not the other's home, because they come up with the ideas which is not fully fit into the requirement. So good kitchen designer can understand the requirements and then they convert it into design, and then we give them the fully 3D design of their home, including the exact as per the exact size. Even in 3D, we include their entrance, window, electrical parts, everything is included, so he can visualize how his or her kitchen is going to be actual.
Kitchen retail is a consultative process. As you mentioned, it takes almost 2 to 3 months for the project, the deal and the sale to be completed. The success of the retailer would depend on what kind of an experience he is able to provide to the customer. How can the retailer ensure that the customer has a good experience during the ordering and the execution?
Yes, kitchen detailing is a consultative business in which architects, interior designers play a vital role in influencing the customer for the kitchen decision to buy from specific brand or specific with the specific finishes or hardware. Apart from this, the customer depends on word of mouth from their friends, family, circles, social media. The advertisement can generate the awareness about the brand, but the final confirmation takes place after getting positive words of mouth from their friends or some authentic sources. Touch and feel aspect is a very important, functionality is a very important. So our display of the kitchen at retailer showroom would play a very key role for the customer to make a decision for how their kitchen is going to be function. At Arancia Kuchen, we provide software services to help the customer to visualizing the kitchen, as I earlier said, in 3D. The entire manufacturing processes take care of through our German machines, which we have in our manufacturing plant. So we show them our facility in our video, corporate video, so they convince very easily. Also, we provide nowadays complete solution, not just kitchen. We are providing bedrooms, wardrobes, TV units, crockery units. So customer will prefer one-stop solution rather than just for a one component for their home. So nowadays, customer is willing to deal with a single point of contact rather than going with different agencies for their houses, specifically for furniture. So yes, it is very consultative business, and you need to convince your customer what the penny they are spending is at the right place with the right product.
Arancia won the Kitchen Retail Award in multiple outlets, small category at the India Kitchen Congress this year. This recognition reflects the importance that you are giving to retail design, I would say, in order to enhance the customer experience. So what are some of the key features of Arancia showrooms that make you stand out from the others?
For kitchen, earlier people for kitchen, they need a kitchen, which is generally they talk about the plywood and laminate finishes. That's how the earlier thought process for making a kitchen. But once they enter into our showroom, we have a very special designs, special finishes, which is we are bringing in all across the world, Germany, Italy, sometimes Korea. So we bring in. So each and every customer looks for the aesthetic beauty of the kitchen, storage, and the functionality of the kitchen. It's not just the outer finish, about the internal, about the storage. So we provide each and every solution in our showroom. And keeping this point in mind, we design our showroom considering to clients' requirement. We also take care of budget of our customers. In Arancia Kuchen, we have more than 16 range of shutters. 16 range, when I say it is one range is consist of maybe 50, 20, 40 options. So it's multiplies. Altogether, we have more than 800 sets out in within the 16 range of the offering. We also know the first impression is very important to the client, and once what they like, we make sure it is not easily available into the any next door plywood or mica dealers. So it's helping us to convert the customer towards Arancia Kuchen, and also we provide the specially made branded kitchen accessories. We are the only company in India who produce kitchen accessories also. Is not, we are not depending for kitchen accessory hardware to any other brands or suppliers. So we have everything in-house. So which also makes us very exclusive in terms of design and everything. And we provide hand to our franchisee to select color combination for their showroom also, because as a different region, we have a different preferences for color combinations. Like South have a different taste, North have a different taste, Central has a different taste. So they also give the very closeness to the specific region. We also provide training to a franchisee and team members to provide world-class shopping experience to our customers. We educate their sales team. We educate and train the kitchen designer. We also make sure to give the training for installation, because installation again is a very important part of any kitchen. So after all, when the deal is done and kitchen is installed, customers is having the very good experience during the process from buying to installing the kitchen, and till the handing over, customer is satisfied.
But while it is important to offer great customer experience, I think it's equally important to have a great channel partner experience, because this is a franchise-based business, and success of your brand depends on the success of your channel, your franchise partner. What are you doing to ensure that your channel partners, your franchisees, have a great experience working with Arancia?
For our franchises, we always take care of interest of all our franchises, first of all, in terms of monetary and designs. We provide them the exclusive product, which is not available easily into the market. We provide the exclusive territory area for their business. For example, if it is a two-tier city, we only provide franchise to single franchisee only. So there is no other franchisee. So they have a really good margin on that part. There is no local competition within their area or region. Secondly, we launch a new product in a very regular intervals, which we are identifying throughout the world. And sometimes we use a product like glass shutters. Glass is a very common product, and in every Indian home have a glass in their home. But we introduced 2 mm glass back painted. We bring in from Italy. We made it very differently when we put it on plywood based doors. So that's how we bring in always new. We use the porcelain shutters. We use porcelain in our kitchen shutters finishes, which is very unique and very exclusive products. So that's why whether it is acrylic or lacquer or glass, we bring in the new finishes on regular intervals. So they make them very exclusive in their area. So they get the conversion of the client is much higher than the next door kitchen assemblers, who is dependent on the local sourcings. So they makes to retain our franchisee for long terms. And so far, we don't have any franchisee who are closed on their own terms. We did some one or two franchises we closed due to some other reason, not for the business reason. So our franchisee, there are the franchisee in few cities, they open multiple outlets in the within the city only. For example, in Dehradun, we have a single franchisee, but they open the 3 showroom within the Dehradun only. So yes, they are very loyal to us, and we also they are a family member of us. We are working very closely, very openly, very transparently, and we understand their demand, and we try to cater them, and we deliver what we promise. They promise to their customer, we deliver from here.
You are investing a lot on the development of your channel partners.
World is moving very fast, and specifically this trend is changing every few years. So you need to bring in the right product at the right time. So we were the only company who introduced acrylic way back in 2008. We were first in India. We bring in the porcelain shutter again. We are first in India. We bring in the glass shutters. We are in India. Recently, we are bringing few new products next month. Again, we will be the only company who are going to provide this kind of surface finishes.
We see the Arancia brand going more outside India. You already there in Nepal?
We are there in Nepal. We are exporting few kitchens under the brand name of Arancia to Canada and GCC countries. But there is no franchisee. But yes, we are talking to the different peoples, specifically in Canada, US, and in Saudi. Let's see how things going forward.
So we have the makings of an international Indian kitchen brand.
Let's see.
The lack of skilled manpower is considered a major challenge. And as an industry leader, what steps would you suggest should be taken to speed up the creation of a pool of skilled manpower?
The lack of skilled manpower is a major challenge for every industry, not just to the furniture industry. But in our industry, we train the people, we identify the right person who's ready to learn. So in my factory, there is not a single person who has any background of working in another modular kitchen industry somewhere for small time or long time. So we train people here, and we are trying our best to retain them. So we have a very good ratio of retention of our employees. But yes, getting a skilled manpower is a still challenge, and I think we need some body who can train this kind of people, like courses to get to be introduced in IIT or that kind of things is very important. And now I think government is taking initiative for this kind of thing. IFCC they have started. I know somebody who is also Mr. Bharat. He is also taking good initiative for that. He is teaching people to how to design the kitchen and installation. And few days back, I was talking to him. He was also starting to train people for the different software like iMOS and like that. So it's good thing. So machines are all from abroad. Germany are very highly say complicated machines. To run them, you need a skilled manpower. Yes. So it is very good if the government is also taking initiative.
I'm sure you are aware that the Furniture and Fitting Skill Council is doing a great job.
Yes, Mr. Rajiv, or I just forget members. I met him, and yes, we also talking to him to start something in my factory also to get the people trained.
Yes, they are developing the course content. They are developing the job descriptions.
Yes.
Descriptions for jobs that are coming up in the woodworking and the furniture industries,
yes,
particularly the kitchen industry. So I think they are achieving a great lot. And even Bharat Pathak, you mentioned,
yeah,
also a great in fact, he was winner of the Skill Catalyst Award at India Kitchen Congress.
he deserve it. He deserve it.
Several international kitchen brands have made their presence in India, but none of them are present here directly. I think most of them, or perhaps all of them, are here through their channel partners. But in view of the growing demand, it won't be a surprise if they decide to come into India. Do you think this is going to happen in the coming future? And what might be the impact of their arriving in India?
Yes, there are the leading brands. Definitely will surely invest, being that we are the very large country. We are the only population left after Europe, because this entire concept coming from Europe, our brands is from Europe only. And when we say Europe, is from Germany and Italy. So definitely they will start coming to India, but before that, they need to understand our actual requirement, because those all modular concept is based on European lifestyle. And we Indian we have our different lifestyle. Our kitchen is a wet kitchen. Their kitchen is a dry kitchen. If you go to Europe, if you go to US, they don't use granite or stone on that kitchen platform. They use this laminated platform. Even we are exporting to US a laminated platform. So when my team and even the my supervisor says, "Sir, क्या बना रहे हो?" Sir, kitchen platform. Sir, इसमें kitchen कैसे बनेगा? So this is their requirement, because their kitchen is dry kitchen. They don't cook. Whereas in our kitchen starts from morning to till night. So being a European kitchen, they have to make it Indianized. Like McDonald's is selling paneer burger in India, which is not a standard product to the rest of the world. So more sooner or later, definitely they will come to India. It's good for Indian kitchen or modular furniture industry, and they might be associated with the existing player. In fact, we also had some few meetings. They contact us to represent or either manufacture for them. But somehow COVID things came up and things get delayed. But definitely, yes, in few years, somebody will come. Not somebody, but so many will come.